Inside Out is basically a story about what's going on in this little girl's mind while she moved to San Francisco. Now, I want to start off with the bad of this film to end it with the good things. Now, to the good things. Now, this movie is just, it's genius and it's really brilliant because it actually explains what's going on through your head while the action of this girl is actually going on. And I thought they really did that. Really genius. And this is one of Pixar's best film of the 2010s. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually liked Monsters University. I thought that shit was enjoyable. I actually liked it. Cars 2, I liked it. It just didn't have that Pixar type of feeling. It had more of a DreamWorks or another company feel. It didn't feel Pixar. It felt DreamWorks, which I really didn't like. But all the other people say that they didn't like it that, but I liked it. But I just didn't think it had the Pixar feeling. Now, this movie is so good. It's the way how they explain your mind. Now, I don't want to get too depth into this movie because I want you guys to go inside this movie not knowing too much about the plot, but you know something about it. And there is this one scene in this movie that was very, very, very sad, which I'm not going to lie, which actually made me cry. It's very rare to make me cry in a movie because I've only cried at 5 movies in my whole life. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, when the ant died, yes, I cried for that. Big Hero 6, spoiler alert, when Hero is like stuck in space, which sacrificed him. 3 was in, The Notebook. Shut up, I did cry in The Notebook, don't judge me. The 4th movie I cried in was The Lion King, when the dad dies, and this was actually the 5th movie I actually cried to. It's very rare for me to cry, but in this film, I did cry in one of the scenes that takes place in this land that I won't actually get through, and it was just very emotional. Now, this film not only is brilliant, smart, it's emotional. Like when that first teaser trailer came out and said an emotional film, they're not lying to you. It's an emotional film. Like in general, that's the only way how I could explain this genre. It's emotional, and I like the fact how they touched on everything else on the mind, like when they go to sleep or when you forget something like that. That's something I actually like. Like I enjoyed that a lot. And also, before you enter this movie, there's this adorable short. It is called, I think it's called Volcano. I'm not sure, but that was such a cute film. A cute short film. It was just so adorable, and the way how they did the song, and I think Amy Poehler did the voice of the girl Volcano in the short, which I actually liked a lot. I was like, dang, she has a good voice. But anyway, I like the voice actors a lot. I thought they did very well on the job. Bill Harder, aka Finn from Climate Change and Meatball, the guy who actually voiced him. Amy Poehler, in case you get the main character of Parks and Recreation, which was a funny film, I recommend it. Which was a funny TV, I recommend. Everyone else, I don't quite know. I only know, like, Disgust and Sadness, which are the only two. Disgust is Mindy from the Mindy Project, and Sadness is that old fat lady from The Office, which is also very funny. And I don't really know who did the voice of Anger. Like, I don't know what film he's been, but I know his name is Louis Black or something like that. And the mom and dad, they're pretty funny too. I mean, they weren't funny, but they did their part really well, and there were some times where you just laughed with them. And the girl, I think, I'm not sure, Peyton List voiced the little girl, because something kind of sounded like her voice. And it was like, wow. Wait, it's not Peyton List. It's like, that's what you think, but I'm pretty sure it's not. But anyway, the number one thing I love so much about this film is the way how your memory works in this film. And it's very, very genius. I actually thought it was genius and brilliant, like I said. I like the fact how sadness is like the part of a plot, but at the same time, she's part of a plot, but at the same time, she's like part of... she's like part of a plot, but at the same time, she has to be part of the brain. Because it's very, very, very... It's very sad when she talks. I know that had to do nothing, but... I gotta admit, it's very sad. And the things that she's happy about, like sadness can get happy. All the emotions can get happy or sad. Like they can all get sad or happy. To be honest, like spoiler, which is not really that important. But sadness is just like she stole the show in so many scenes. Well, I'm not gonna lie, all the emotions did, but mainly I personally think sadness did, because when she says the things that makes her happy, it just makes you crack up a lot. Like, for example, there's this, light spoiler, because it's a spoiler, but it's not really them, but there's one scene where Joy is just like, think of something happy, and she's like, oh, yeah, I remember this one happy thing. I forgot to make a score when I had the chance. And then it started to rain. And then it started filling my boots of puddle up, which when sadness means me, she means the human that she's controlling, which I actually thought, but I don't know the way I said it wasn't really type of funny, but the way she said in the movie, it was hilarious. And also, there's this other character in the film that you'll fall in love with no matter what. Like, no matter what he does, you'll fall in love with him. And let me just tell you something. This character, when you see that scene of him, you're going to either tear up or feel really sad for him. Or if you're like me, you'll probably cry. And if you just feel nothing, then bitch, you're a Terminator. Because, damn, there's something wrong with you. I'm just playing. But who knows, he might be. Anyway, but I think this is the best original Pixar film there is. Not that there is, counting away from Toy Story and all. I think this is one of the best Pixar film. I'm sorry, I'm very confused. Pixar film they've had, because Inside Out, it was a good movie. In fact, it was a great movie. It wasn't an awesome movie, but it was so good. In fact, I think this movie is going to win Best Animated Film of the Year next year in the Oscars, unless some other animated film that might be foreign language comes in, then it'll lose. But right now, I think Inside Out has a very clear chance of winning, because it's an emotional film, like I said. And let me just say something about Anger. Anger, he's angry. Yeah, he's angry in this film a lot, but at the same time he's happy. And also, one of the other things that I didn't love, I actually liked about this film, is they show what's going on in other people's minds, like the little voice in their head. Like if you saw in the trailer where they're showing the mom side of the brain, like what they're thinking inside, it's so funny, because oh my god, they actually had this. And then when one of the voices said, we traded this for it was in a helicopter, he's like, come with me, Kachika, or something like that. That was really cool. And they showed more than just one thing going inside your brain. It was so cool. It was just awesome. But not the film, but I just think, screw this, the movie was awesome. In the end, this movie was a great film. I just liked it a lot. And if you are a huge Pixar fan, then you are going to spot lots of Easter eggs in this film, and you're also going to have a great time. Especially if you have a little brother, a little sister, a daughter, a son, they're also going to enjoy this film. The other thing that I acknowledged about this film, that there was no fart or burp jokes in this film, which I was really surprised, because little kids would come out and see this, but apparently there were no fart or burp jokes, and I was really surprised. That was something new. In the end, Inside Out is a great film you have to see, even if you go downtown and you buy it on the pirate form, or go online. You just have to see it. It's that good. Anyway, I want to hear what you guys think about Inside. Did you hate it? Did you like it? Did you understand it? Did you not? What did you think of it? Either way, my name is Alex, or I would like to be called A.F.R.O, because that's what my initials spell. Alexander Fabricio Rodas. I just had the O, so it could sound a bit cooler, but who knows. Anyway, I'm A.F.R.O. Peace out.